Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. Well, to be correct, this is me creating the cover on my finished craft journal. This is something that I love to do when I've finished my journal. It's almost like a bit of a reward at the end of the process of finishing the journal. I always do the cover last, I never do it first. That's because I'm quite messy when I'm creating, and I do get paint everywhere. As you can see, there is paint already on this cover. It's not meant to be there. So that's why I do it last. So I'm starting off by adding some collage tissue paper onto the background. It's some of Dina Wakley's collage paper, and I did a little bit of stamping as well with one of her stamps. And then I'm just adding some black paint in a stripe across the middle of the page. So there has been a very quick sped up video of this on my Instagram, on one of my reels, I think, or Instagram TVs on there. But this is just slowed down a little bit, just so it's a little bit easier to see. So I thought I'd pop it on YouTube as well. So again, a little bit more collage tissue paper, but this is the white on white. So I'm just adding a bit more of the black and white element onto the page. This is one of my favourite stencils. You'll notice I do use this a lot. This is the Circles for Painting. And I'm using sand with this stencil and just adding some circles onto that background. And you notice that some of them I'm sort of fading out the stenciling a little bit too, just so that it's got some different dimensions to it. Then this is the new Growing Masks stencil set from Dina Wakley. It was the one that came out in September, and so I'm using the actual stencil part, not the mask, and I'm just going to add some flowers only onto the front cover. And I'm using Permanent Red Violet Light to start off with, and then I'm using turquoise, and I decided I wanted that one to be a bit longer, so I was just extending the stalk on that one, and then adding a leaf on the side as well. So I'm just varying the heights of these flowers that I'm adding onto the front, and I'm going to start overlapping them as well in a minute. So then I'm going to mix the pink and the turquoise together and create a lilac colour, and just add some more of those flowers onto there. Okay, so once that was really well dried, I then got out my black and white pens and started adding some outlines and mark making onto those flowers, just to help them stand out a bit more. And this is a really fun thing to do. Whatever your favourite marks are to make, you can just go wild and add them onto your design. So I'm not worrying too much about keeping my lines neat and tidy. I quite like a sketchy look when I'm outlining things and drawing and adding doodle elements onto my pages. So you notice that some of them I'm keeping in the background and some of them bringing forwards by making them easier to see by drawing all of the image on and not drawing what was behind. And then I'm just using this Posca pen. It's in a neon pink, and I'm just adding some dashes onto those flowers too. So just adding extra colours, but sticking to the same sort of colour palette. And it just helps to add more interest to the design. And then again, a bit more mark making at the bottom of the page, just grounding those images. And there we go, there's the finished design. So the flowers were only on the front, but the rest of it was all over both front and back of the journal. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.